Okay, homeschoolers, these are 7 things that you may want to consider doing when or before you start homeschooling. You want to have a talk with everyone that will be involved. Now, this will help move the process along a little bit smoother and a little bit faster. You want to talk with everyone that will be in the home around the hours that you will be homeschooling, basically, so they know how serious you are about the whole process. Now, number 2, you want to research independent and umbrella schooling. Now, I know here in my state, here in the state of Tennessee, independent homeschooling is when you report the grades and attendance to the state at the end of the school year. And umbrella schooling is when you turn your grades and attendance into them and they basically do everything else for you. Now, just a little side note, the reason why I chose an umbrella homeschool is because my kids don't have to go through state testing with everything going on. I just didn't want my kids out, amongst anyone else. But you may have your own different reasons, but I just didn't want them out testing in a crowded room and God forbid they end up getting sick. Now, number 3, have a talk with the children or the child that's going to be involved after doing the research on the independent or umbrella homeschooling. You want to make sure that you're on the same page before moving forward with them. This, believe it or not, is a huge step because you want to let them know, basically how things will be done, why you're thinking about going this method, or, why you're thinking about going this route and using this method. Number 4, you want to find a curriculum that will work for your child learning style. Now, you may have multiple kids. Now, I have 2 kids, and I found different programs or different curriculums that was best for them both because my daughter, she loves doing things with me. She loves being hands on. She loves, doing the online research, things of that sort. So that's what I do with her. And my son, he likes to just get things done and over with, and he'll ask me for help if he needs help. And so there are things that you can do online, there's things you can do offline, there's online interactive material. So you just have to find the right thing for you. Number 5, if you don't have a PC, this will be the best time to purchase one. You want to make sure that you and your children know how to use it. You want to know kind of like the basics, like what programs you can go to, how to log on, how to turn the computer on and off, how to update, different things of that sort. Now, I will be doing a video on, you know, some of the basic tools and resources that you can use when you're homeschooling or when you're just a first timer and you don't want to go through with buying all these different, programs and software. I'm going to have a podcast on that. I just want to hurry up and get through this one for you guys. Now, number 6, you want to make sure that you have school supplies. A lot of people think that just because you're going through homeschooling, you don't need school supplies. You do need paper, pencil, crayons, construction paper. You need to make sure that you would have everything that you would normally have. Like if your child was going to a brick and mortar school, just say you want to get them into some type of art project, you want them to draw, you want them to write, because every child do needs to, write on paper, not just the whole online, typing all the time. Let's see. Number 7 is you want to make sure that once you are in that homeschooling program, or once you're getting ready to start, you want to keep up with all attendance and grades. You want to find a way to do that. I use a Google spreadsheet that works fine for me. You can do Google form where you fill out a form, and I have a way that you guys can do this. I'm going to have an upcoming video just for you guys for this. You can set up a Google form to go through to a Google sheet so you can keep up with it that way. It's so many ways that you can do this, and I'll be showing you guys that. Now, one more bonus. You want to call or email whichever option that you have picked and finalize your decision. Now, the reason why I say this is optional, because most of us know how to go online and just sign up for something and keep it moving. But it's always best to call or email just to let them know, hey, this is what I'll be doing. And, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Even if you're going through with the independent route and you basically going through the state, you want to basically have all the paperwork at least that first time that you need to have, just so you'll know the do's and don't, what you should and what you shouldn't do. When it's an umbrella school, I remember when I chose the umbrella school that my kids go to now, I filled out the application online and I actually paid them, but I did pick up the phone and I called them and I emailed them so that, so that they would know who I am and my intentions. And believe it or not, the second year I had some hiccups, but they remember me calling the first times and everything went smoothly. So you want to make sure you call or you email, and make sure you take notes and you have somewhere to keep the emails. If you're emailing, you want to make sure you have somewhere to keep those emails so you can go back to them, just say in a year or so if you had to. And then it's go time. And I'm going to come back with a video either this week or next week about keeping up with attendance and some of the programs that you can use to do this. And I'll see you guys then.